Alright guys, it is Saturday night, and not only is it Saturday night, but this Saturday night is special because this is a halfway to Halloween Saturday night snack and a movie episode. You guys know that I love Halloween, and I know that you love Halloween, so I hope that you are ready for some spooky fun, because tonight, as you can see on the screen behind me, we are watching The Canterville Ghost. Now, this is one that I have never seen. This was actually sent to me by the Worthen family for one of my fan mail Fridays, which if you're waiting for the next one, I promise it will be up next Friday. I do have a couple things to open. I've just had so much else going on, guys, that I haven't had a chance to get it, but it will be coming next Friday, I promise you. But as for tonight, yes, we are going to watch The Canterville Ghost, and let me just read you a little bit about what's on the back here so you know what this movie's about. When an American family moves to the infamous Canterville Chase in England, they are haunted by a 300-year-old ghost, Sir Simon de Canterville. And when Sir Simon and the family's teenage daughter Virginia start plotting together to get her family back to New York, Virginia discovers that Sir Simon has been cursed to be bound to the estate. That's all I'm going to read right now. You'll have to get this movie and watch it for yourself. As for our snack, guys, I was trying to think what could we have that would be a super spooky but delicious snack tonight, and I found the perfect thing. Halfway to Halloween, ghostly s'mores dip. You do not want to miss this. Stay tuned after the intro and we're going to go make it. But first, we have got to spooky it up in here a little bit. We can't have an awesome halfway to Halloween Saturday night snack and a movie in front of the likes of a Mr. Peanut. I mean, I guess we could, but I say we get him out of here and we bring in the spooky. There we go. That is much better. Now we're ready for halfway to Halloween Saturday night snack and a movie. Spooky movie night. Okay guys, we are ready to make our awesome snack, which is going to be ghostly s'mores dip. Now if this were closer to Halloween, we would be using ghost-shaped peeps. But since those are nowhere to be found right now, we have to opt for mini Stay Puft marshmallows. Actually, they're not really Stay Puft, they're Jet Puft, but they're mini marshmallows. We also need a bag of chocolate chips. Now, the recipe actually calls for semi-sweet chocolate chips, but I chose the milk chocolate chips. It's not really even gonna matter. I also chose Hershey's just because I know that Hershey's chocolate is delicious, but it doesn't matter. You can use whatever brand you want. We also need heavy whipping cream, a box of graham crackers, a couple of measuring cups, and an oven-safe dish. I believe the recipe actually calls for a 9-inch dish. This is 8 by 8 because that's what I have. I have the oven preheating right now to 450, but before we even go any farther, you probably noticed this nifty little fellow over here on the side. I picked this tray up today from Aldi's for 10 bucks. It's called a bamboo bed tray. On the bottom it has some legs that fold out, which will let it sit up about this high. That means you can have your legs underneath it if you're actually sitting in bed. Stay tuned, because the reason I bought it is because in a future video I'm going to show you how to customize your own tray for an awesome Saturday night snack and a movie tray. But for now, let's set it aside and let's get busy with our awesome snack for the night. Now, this is super easy, guys, which is just the kind of snacks that I like to find because not everybody has a ton of time to spend making these things. So the first thing we're going to do is just take our chocolate chips. This calls for 2 cups of chocolate chips. So that is the entire bag, and that is an 11.5-ounce bag. It's just right up to the 2-cup mark. So we're just going to pour those right in there, swish that around a little bit to get them even, and this measuring cup has no marks on it. So we're going to use this one again. And the next thing that we need is a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And that is not very much, guys, just right up to the first line there, which is kind of a bummer if you don't use a lot of heavy whipping cream, because this thing costs 6 bucks. So what we need to do with that is just drizzle it right around these chocolate chips here. There we go. And the last thing we need to do is take our marshmallows, and we're just going to sprinkle them on top in a single layer. And this is where if you had the ghost-shaped marshmallow peeps, you would just lay those out in a single layer on top. Some of these are sticking together. We'll make it work, though. The chocolate is going to melt in the oven, and the marshmallows are going to toast. So when they come out of the oven, they should look basically like a marshmallow that just came off the campfire. All right, there we go. So that should be sufficient. And there is how it looks right now. Super simple, 3 layers, chocolate chips, whipping cream, and marshmallows. Our oven is not quite warmed up to 450 yet, but as soon as it gets there, we're going to stick this in for 10 minutes. And like I said, it's going to heat up that whipping cream, it's going to melt those chocolate chips, and it's going to toast the marshmallows on top. And after it comes out, in comes the graham crackers. Now, I will say before we stick it in the oven, you're going to want to make these like right before you're ready to sit down and watch your movie, because I honestly don't know if it cools down, if you can just stick it in the microwave and melt those chocolate chips again. You should be able to, since we have the heavy whipping cream in there that gives it a little bit of moisture. But just to be safe, have everything ready to go, your pillows, your blankets, your movie, all your spooky decorations. And then this literally takes about 5 minutes to prepare, 10 minutes in the oven, and you are ready for your snack. Okay, we are at 450. This is ready to go in the oven. I will see you guys in 10 minutes, which will actually be in about 10 seconds for you. Wow. And there it is, guys. That's after 10 minutes in the oven. Look at that toasty s'mores goodness. All right, so we got some of our crackers broken up here into smaller pieces. I got a spooky orange bowl. Let's go ahead and dig in here. Oh my gosh. Listen, guys. Can you hear that crunch? We're gonna dig a little bit out of here. Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. So there is our bowl. We got a little bit of dip in there. Look at that. Look how good that looks right there. All right, let's give it a little taste here. Plunge one of these in here. You got to be careful with graham crackers because they like to break easy. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, a couple of marshmallows on there. Mmm. That is out of this world, guys. So simple, so delicious. Mmm. Just look at that. Delicious, ghostly s'mores dip for a Saturday night snack and a spooky movie halfway to Halloween. I'm taking my dip, going downstairs, turning out all the lights and turning on all the pumpkins, kicking back, and watching the Canterville Ghost.